crafty friends, it's Elizabeth from BBsButterfly, and today I am going to make a mess. I've been on this shaving cream marbled paper kick, and I wanted to try it out with my Distress Oxide re-inkers. And so I thought I would give this a try. I've been kind of playing around with it, and my husband gave me a pretty good idea, and I just want to share all of that with you today. And then I'm going to do a comparison between the Oxides and the regular Distress ink re-inkers in this little experiment. So let's get started. First of all, you need shaving cream. This is the foam kind. This is a really old can. As you can tell, came out with Jurassic World, so you know how old it is. So I thought this was a perfect time to use it. So you're going to need a couple of tools, one being the shaving cream, some kind of spatula or squeegee, some paper towels, and then I just laid down a piece of wax paper on my desk just so I can, when I'm through making a mess, I can just fold it all up and throw it away. And then some kind of tool to make designs in it, and I'm using this is 65-pound Nina cardstock that I cut into 4 pieces, so 5.5 by 4 1/4, because I want to do card fronts. So let's make our mess. Of course, I have some paper towels and some baby wipes and, you know, all the good stuff to clean up the mess with. So I'm just going to lay down a layer of shaving cream. That's probably way too much, but that's okay. So there's that, and then I'm going to spread this out, just kind of make a somewhat flat surface without any holes in it. So there's that. Kind of like a printing plate, mono printing plate, jelly plate, whatever. Only this is a foam plate. Alright. Oh. Already making a mess. That's why I have lots of paper towels. Alright, now I'm just going to take some colors. So, let's see, I really like this wilted violet color. We'll go with fired brick, and for a little brightness, some broken china. And I'm just going to put it all down here. So that was the wilted violet. Some fired brick. It's really pretty. And this one is the broken china. And there's a fly in my room. Oh, let's go right there too. The one thing I did figure out is you don't want to use, get a big puddle of it in one place, because then it soaks through the paper. And when you try to squeegee off the foam, it kind of smears the ink. So, let's see. I think I'm going to just do some. All you want to do is try to drag your instrument through the ink to create some kind of design. And you can be as elaborate as you want, or as simple as you want. because you're just marbling it, kind of like you would make a marble cake. And try not to mix it too much because you don't want to make mud. Okay, that looks good. Clean off my tool there. Alright, like I said, I'm using 65-pound weight Nina white cardstock, and I think I made this big enough to where I can get 2 cards out of each one. So you just want to lay your card down, and you want to make sure that every inch of your paper makes contact with the foam. Doesn't matter about the back since I'm gluing it onto something else. Just want to make sure that you get color all the way around. I'm sure you guys have seen this before, but I hadn't seen anybody do it with Distress Oxides, so. There's the first one. I know it looks like a total mess and nothing like what was on there, but I promise it comes out awesome. Here's another sheet. That down. Again, let it make contact with the foam. And we're gonna pull that one up. All right. Uh-oh. Alright, then we're going to take our squeegee tool and we're going to scrape that foam off and see what is revealed. Ooh, that's pretty. And this next one was my husband's idea. So, bear with me while I make a mess. So finish scraping that foam off. So there's the first one. Very pretty. Pretty colors. Set that over to dry, and we'll do the next one. It's a fun mess. It's a fun mess. And if you like the smell of shaving cream, then there you go. It smells good. Pick that up. And here's this one. It's very pretty. Alright, so now the next one that was my husband's idea. Don't touch it. Don't do anything with it. Just put your blobs of extra cream down on there, and then take your card and lay it on top and just smoosh. A lot of people like to remix it and put new designs in it, but what happens is you kind of have a design, and it's a happy mess design. next one. Again, I'm just going to lay it down and smush, making sure that every bit of that card makes contact with the foam. Okay, and lift that one up. And if you want to, you could do it again. I need to clean these off before I do that, so I have room. All right, so I'll move those. All right, here comes the big reveal. Look at that. That is some happy mess. I don't want to put the blob on this one. Just want to see what happens. Look at all the mess, the goo. Foamy, colory goo. So here's that first one that we did. It's really awesome. And you can tell the first one we did has a very distinctive design in it, and it's very vibrant. And this one is more marbly. And I think I like the second impression much better. All right. So here's the other one we did. I'm just going to scrape that off. Alright, and there's this one. Look at that. That is some kind of freaking awesome. And then we're just going to set that over to dry. Alright. Now, I think if you wanted to, you could save that impression and make something cool out of it, but I'm not going to. Alright, I think with this, I am going to swipe and just kind of clean it off just a bit to get a fresh layer of foam. Too much color left, so that'll work. All right, so there's that. And now I want to try, let's go with some fossilized amber. And some peeled paint. And I think I'm going to mix this up. And let's go this way. Uh-oh, I can feel my wax paper underneath kind of ripping a little bit. That's what happens with some cheap wax paper. It might be better to use freezer paper. Alright, and then what my husband did too is he had this great idea of putting kind of a blob of color not necessarily a blob. You don't want too much. And then making kind of a design in it as like a center focal point. He called it his center of attention. That looks pretty good. And then we take a card and we smush, smush, smush. And we'll see what happens. I hope I didn't make it too muddy. Alright, doesn't look like it made too much contact with the blue in the center, but we'll see. Oh, that's pretty awesome if you ask me. So here's the one. Just clean that off real quick. Here's the one with the center focal point. Look at that. Kind of looks like a bug or a flower in the center. And there's that purpley way back in the back, and then more of the green and yellow. Really awesome color. And then let's see what happens if we don't smush it too much, but we bring out more of that center. Just want to bring some color back into right here, since there's not a lot there. Alright, let's see what happens with this one. And then we'll do the comparison. Making sure I get that center really good. Alright. And pull it up. I don't know. I don't know. Kind of scared. I'm going to peel this up because I'm going to change my wax paper so I can do my test, my comparison. See how easy that is to clean up? Baby wipes. Getting everywhere. Alright, are we ready for the reveal? Let's try it out. Not too bad, actually. It's like a weird blue nebula in the center of all of this goodness. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. I really kind of like that smushy swirliness. Alright, so that was the oxides, and you can tell that they do work. I don't know, I suspect that the regular inks are going to give a clearer image, but I don't know that for sure. We're about to find out. Make sure all that's cleaned up before we start again. Put down some I wish I had my freezer paper. I don't have any freezer paper in here. I got everything but. That wasn't a real good tear job, was it? And my painter's tape. Tape this down. Well, poop on it. There. Hope that's enough wax paper right there. We'll find out. Alright. More foam. And we're going to kind of spread this out. You could use a credit card, an old, you know, library card. You know those fake credit card things you get in the mail? All that stuff works great. As long as you have something kind of rigid and flat. I bet you could even use those chopping mats that you get at the Dollar Tree. Cut them up kind of small. I bet you could even use those. Pretty sure I bought this at the Dollar Tree. Alright. Get a paper towel, because I'm going to need it. Okay, ooh, I think that fly landed in my shaving cream. Alright, so let's refresh what the oxides. These are the oxides. So there's that one. There's the smush smush. It's another really vibrant one, but you can tell it's kind of, I don't know, it kind of bleeds a little bit. It's not real clear. There's another smush smush. It kind of looks hazy or fuzzy. And then this was our ones with the centers. I don't know if you can see what that looks like, but it really looks like fuzzy edges. Still cool, but I just want to see if we can get a clearer impression or image if we use regular ink. Alright, so, and yes, these are my new re-inkers. I haven't even opened them. Where are my skizzers? Need some skizzers. Alright, I have Evergreen Bough, Faded Jeans, and let's go with Seedless Preserves. If I can get it open. Alright. Okay. You probably don't have to shake them, but I just like to shake stuff. Alright. So this one is Evergreen Bough. And we're just going to drop some ink. This is a thicker ink than the re-inkers of the Oxides. So there's that one. This one is the Faded Jeans. And this one is Seedless Preserves. Nope, that fly is still buzzing my head. He's annoying. Alright, and now we're gonna make this a happy mess. These are very rich colors. So again, my suspicion is that the ink color will be a bit more vibrant and clear than with the Oxides, which has kind of a fuzzy halo edge to it, which is fine. I mean, it's pretty. Let's just see what happens with this. Making sure I get that ink really spread out. Alright, that looks good to me. Let's see what happens. I think I can still get 2 cards out of this, maybe. Alright, here's the first one. Again, making contact all the way around. And in the center, and you can tell, see how it bleeds through? You can tell that this is a much thicker ink. So, let's see what happens here. There's the first one. And let's do the second one. Again, contact, light smushing. And there's this one. Move some of this stuff out of the way. Okay. So, let's scrape, shall we? Oh yeah, I was going to do this with this one too. So I'm not sure if I like this or not, as far as more less smushy, less halo. I don't know. Seems maybe I got too much ink because it's still smearing, but that's that one if I can find the camera. See how it smears right there? That's because there's way too much ink. So maybe a little less ink. I don't know. Alright, here's the second one we did. I have shaving cream everywhere. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. And I'm dooming everywhere. Alright, here's this one. Again, very pretty. But you can tell it's still kind of smudgy. And I don't know, again, if that's just the way it is, or if it is the paper, because it is kind of a thin cardstock, or if it's just too much ink. I don't know. I don't know. But I still like it. Alright, let me clean up some of this mess. And then we'll go for a second printing. Alright. Smush. Alright, there's that one, and we'll do this one. And there's that one. Interesting. Alright. Grandma's having a bad night. Alright. So there's that one. I really like that a lot, actually. I love that one. Alright. Alright. One more. Alright, and here's this one. I like this one too, a lot. Look at that. Yumminess. Yum, yum. Alright, so one more thing before we go and look at the results. I'm going to scrape some of this off. Okay. I wonder what would happen here. I'm just making a total disaster. But it's alright. Making a mess. Icing a cake. Let's take one more card and just do that one. Okay. And I'm smushing. I wonder. Now I'm playing. See, I am twisting to see what kind of a result we get with twisting. Okay, there's that. Oh, what do I do with this? I'm out of paper towels. We'll use coffee filters. Yummy. Alright. Let's clean this off and see what happens. I don't know that I like that so much. But it is kind of neat. There's that one. Like I say, it's interesting. I don't know how I feel about it. It's just a plain kind of swipey kind of paper, but it's interesting. Alright. Clean this up for a minute. And now since I have this, and I suspect it will give me this, I am going to add some cracked pistachio. Oh, nope. That was Oxide. I'm going to do bundled sage instead. Okay, that's probably way too much, but this is probably just going to be a muddy mess. But we'll see. Okay. Let's see what that does. I'm going to need some more coffee filters, obviously, because I don't know where my paper towels are. Alright. Here's this one. And lift. Ooh, that might be interesting. And here's this one. There's that one. Alright. Last one's my last card. So we're gonna smush. Okay. And there's that one. Alright. Now let me clean this up. Get rid of this. See how easy cleanup is? Okay, there's that. Okay, here's the first one. Oh yeah, that is nice. So there's that one. Nice. Okay, let's do this one. So there's that one. Good stuff. And one more. All right. And there's that one. Very nice. Alright, so let me get rid of all of this and then we'll look at the difference between the oxides and the regular inks and see if there's any difference. Okay. So these were all the regular, and these were the oxides. Alright. All oxides. Let me bring you in just a little bit. Alright. So there's that one. Oh, stop shaking, camera. Okay. So there's that one. And this one. That one. This one I like a lot. There's that one. And then another one of those with the center nebula. Alright, so that was the oxides, and this is the plain re-inker. So these are the last ones we did. That one's really nice. Uh-oh, focus. There we go. And there's these. And that one. Alright, so let's look side by side. This was a first impression, and this was also a first impression. So we have super vibrant and not so much with the oxides. It's a little bit different. I know I didn't use the same colors, but this was a smush smush, and this was a smush smush. Again, not quite as vibrant as this, but I wonder if that's just the thickness of the ink, and this has more pigment instead of dye ink. Could be the difference. But all in all, basically the same result, not a lot of difference. So there you go. Now you know what Oxides will do. It's kind of maybe a more muted color, but overall, same basic thing. And then earlier when I was playing with my husband, these are the ones we made. This was his first attempt at that center mass, which was kind of interesting. This was him telling me just to smush it on top after we'd printed one. And then this was the very first print that I did with the Oxides. So, looks like wood. I like it. Alright, so now I have a ton of card bases, or backgrounds. So, I'll see what I can do with these later. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening. Hope you had some fun. And I'll talk to you again soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to get notifications of new videos, don't forget to hit the little bell. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a great night. Bye.